Okay, here's the scenario. You're a man with ASD, and you just went off on your wife. You were extremely mad, loud, and critical. Now your wife is hurt and resentful again, and perhaps firing back with her own complaints and insults. Now, once the dust has settled and you're starting to feel guilty about your explosive behavior, what can you do to try to mend fences? So here are some ideas to help. First of all, allow some time to pass, at least 1 hour, so the both of you can calm down. Nobody resolves a fight immediately after it has occurred. Wait until you can look at the situation objectively. Step 2. Take a look at what might have caused the argument. In other words, do some analysis and brainstorm on what you could have done differently. For example, do you regret anything you said or did? What triggered the fight? What was the argument over? Did it involve several issues or just one? Step 3. When reviewing the situation, remember that memories are subjective, especially under tense circumstances. Your wife is going to remember certain things about the argument that may be different than your recall. That's okay. It doesn't mean that anyone is lying about what happened. It just means that high anxiety often causes memories to be imprecise. Step 4. After a fight, both parties need to accept and experience their true emotions. While certain feelings are painful to experience, for example, rage, anger, sadness, disappointment, rejection, and so on, it's important to acknowledge these feelings rather than sweep them under the rug. Trying to cut off your emotions is synonymous with hiding them in the closet, so when the next argument occurs, these pent-up emotions will rear their ugly head again. Step 5. People with ASD tend to be very rational, almost to a fault, but you need to understand that feelings are not always rational. That's okay. The two of you are entitled to an emotional response to an argument, even if that response seems illogical to you. Part of the brain that expresses emotions is not the same part that can look at things logically. Number 6. The two of you should come up with a time to discuss the issues. Pick a time to discuss the situation when there will be no constrictions on time. Try to have the discussion right after dinner, but before bedtime, so that hunger and drowsiness won't interfere with the discussion. Step 7. When discussing the problems, use body language to demonstrate that you're listening and open to suggestions. For example, don't cross your arms or do anything that makes you look defensive. Make eye contact, nod occasionally, and so on. Step 8. Don't interrupt your wife when she's speaking. When she pauses, ask for clarification if she said something you didn't fully understand. Step 9. When it's your turn to speak, don't include too many details. Instead, try to get to your main point fairly quickly. Also, ask if she understands what you're saying. Step 10. Validate your wife's emotions. Even if you don't agree with her, try to make her feel that her emotions are justified. Allowing your wife to feel the way she does often removes a lot of negative tension from the situation. And lastly, find out where the two of you disagree. All couples have a few issues that they can't agree on. That's okay. Take the fight in question as an opportunity to discover where the two of you differ. For example, about expectations regarding time together, your sex life, lifestyle choices, and so on.